Welcome, guys, to the first episode of Coffee Conversations with me, Andre. And today I'm with Max, aka Orange Fury, and join us as we talk about cars, masculinity, Messi going to Miami, and other random stuff. Because I gotta admit, this one has no structure, but that's just how I do things. I execute and learn as I go. So enjoy.
Photography.
This is the first episode of Coffee Conversations. That's why I asked you what's your coffee order. So that's the name of the episode.
Yeah.
So it's just like a coffee, because I know you're an espresso guy, right?
Yeah.
But you don't want espresso right now. It's hot.
It's hot as fuck.
Yeah. So yeah. it's funny how just we're out here recording, bro.
We're the only geniuses recording in Florida heat, sweating outside.
I mean, that's the point that I want to make too for this podcast. Like, you don't need much to start something.
Correct.
Right.
Good things happen outside with friends.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of friends, how did we meet? How did I meet Orange? Oh wait, this. I just realized I started recording when I didn't introduce my friend, aka Max, aka Orange Fury. That's why we're here outside, and aka Sexy Boy.
Sexy Boy. That's me.
So here we are recording our first podcast. And how did we meet?
I think 3 years ago, no?
It was from that other Orange Mustang.
Yeah, you posted a video of Orange Mustang.
You were supposed to go with her, and then you hit me up after that because you saw us doing the shoot, but something happened.
I didn't pull up.
No, and then after that we link up. We did a shoot behind the warehouse. And at least that Orange Mustang, this one posted because the other one didn't.
Yeah, she's a loser. Anyway, Andre, so we known each other, good 3 years?
Yeah.
A bunch of videos together.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah, I'm gonna show everything that we did.
I started my IG with 400 something people, and one of our videos went viral, and I'm at 18,000 followers now.
I think that was the guy got hit.
Yeah. The guy got hit in the head
with like a pan or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in.
Bunch of good videos,
Yeah, a bunch of good videos. Yeah, Max was one of my close friends here in Miami. And I've known a lot of people through him. Put me in a good network connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think as an immigrant here, I feel like it's more of like who you network with than just...
Yeah. It's getting out of your comfort zone and forgetting the part that you're an immigrant and trying to find a way to be successful, but not only just to find the path of doing something proper. So I have a feeling that most people here who migrate are hungry and they end up doing great things because they're motivated and they don't want to go back to that misery.
Yeah, the good thing about here, from my experience, even if you're surrounded by young, hungry people, you're sharing. From my experience, no one's taking from each other,
Correct. But I feel like in the end of the day, you're surrounded by people, but it's up to you to go the right path and go your journey, because a lot of people give up or find ways to waste their time with, and they don't end up pursuing what they really want to do. So I think you boosted your career with your videography and pictures because you had good friends who pushed you to do that.
Yeah.
I know you were doing something else with like airplanes, right?
Yeah. I worked in aviation, maintenance. It's like just a regular warehouse jobs.
It wasn't for you, it wasn't meant for you, so you found time to do good videos and now you launched your own company,
Yeah.
SB Collective, no?
Yeah, and I'm very grateful like to have like to be surrounded with friends like you and you know everyone, like even Kobe, Christina, like they support us each other even though we're not like together all the time.
Yeah, in their own way of doing things.
Yeah, even my friends too, like my Filipino friends, I'm just lucky that almost everyone I know is supporting me in whatever I want. So I feel like, because I try to live every single day by being like a positive impact to people. So
Yeah.
I don't try to be enemies or hate on other people. So I get good karma. So while I'm trying to make my way to the top, I'm radiating, radiating with like positive magnetic energy.
You're like the Filipino Bob Marley, man. No, they were right. I have a feeling that if you reflect negativity and you envy people, it just comes back to you. So it's important to stay away from ungrateful people and people who just don't wish you well, like the evil eye per se.
Yeah.
So
And even if we're talking about surrounding yourself with achievers, hungry people, you need to know if it's like draining you too.
There's energy vampires which take away your energy for no reason. You have to know how to say goodbye to those people and move away from that. And sometimes it's difficult because it could be your own family or it can be someone related to you or someone important to you. But you have to value yourself and kind of let go of those people, because if not, you're stuck in this cycle of
That's true.
negativity per se.
Yeah. I've read a quote that says, your client will become your friend faster than your family of friends will become your client.
It's true, because you spend maybe a lot of time with your clients, and maybe there's that neutral aspect which allows you to become friends, because there's somewhat of a respect which has never been broken, because it's your client and you want to maintain business. So yeah.
And even if I'm starting, I mean, some people tell me to not choose my clients who I want to work with, but I still work with people who I can work with without going against my values.
Yeah, you should never go against your values for money. It doesn't matter how much profit you can make if you defeat your own purpose, because you will not sleep well at night. And there's a lot of ways now to make easy money, and I have a feeling that after COVID, people became meaner and more selfish.
Yeah.
Everything became more expensive, so people try to make money in whatever method possible. I mean, look at TikTok nowadays. You will not see more naked women on TikTok than you see on any platform or Instagram, and I have a feeling that it gives that false environment to people, that false belief, which is kind of the topic I wanted to bring up, because I think there should be more genuine podcasts of actual people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Talking about actual things, not what people just want to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I only listen to a few podcasts that are genuine, that really they talk what they want to talk about. They don't care what other people, like what the people don't
I think
want to
that's
hear.
us. We're pretty much that way. A lot of people won't agree with many things we say, but I think we live to a certain age and have certain beliefs which are hard to go against after all these years. So it's all about hurting feelings, I guess, because people who speak the truth most of the time affect people and it pains them. But it's not about only boosting someone's ego and morale, but it's about staying genuine.
Because everyone's seeking validation everywhere.
Yeah.
Social media.
Yeah.
I actually unfollowed a lot of people. I just try to narrow down my page to what I want to see.
Yeah.
So at least I enjoy social media for me. Instagram,
Yeah.
I only kept it down to seeing my For You page with motivational posts, dogs, cats.
Yeah.
And whenever I see a stupid video, I just click not interested, and then it's not gonna show up for a while.
Yeah, that's true. You change the algorithm of it.
Can I say what's up?
Hello.
The dog. Where's the ankle biters?
Upstairs.
They need to be. I need to take a picture of them too.
Yeah. Yeah, my search history is pretty weird too, because I have a lot of masculine stuff, but then I have cute dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
Funny stuff.
I mean, masculinity is about being comfortable as a man, not even showing emotions, because those bottling up emotions, like being super working hard that you don't even have enough time for your family after, I think it's not, for me, that's not what defines masculinity. Being
But
a family
showing
man,
emotion is a fine line.
Yeah.
Because
it's not like being a crybaby.
yeah, it can be perceived as weakness. I mean,
yeah.
As men, we have to maintain an image, and I have a feeling that actually what they've been pushing recently is with showing emotions, all that. I don't know if I can fully agree with that, because in a female's eye it can be always perceived as weakness, and I have a feeling that showing the emotions should be done with someone you genuinely trust.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be something which should be marketed this way. If you look at hip-hop music, or if you look at recent songs or anything, we used to idolize strong gangster music back in the 90s, and now we like, I don't know, Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's okay to snitch on your circle and clown around and stuff, and unfortunately that's what appeals and that's what people want to see. And I would lie to you if I haven't watched his videos, because they're entertaining. So
yeah, it's entertaining.
It's whatever is brought on the media is what you're gonna watch. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just really don't try to watch those things. I mean, I try to look at it, but if it doesn't, I don't try to watch videos that's a little bit that doesn't make sense, because I feel like it's mentally
yeah, but the problem
annoying.
is you're gonna see them anyway. That's the thing with this whole social media. Going back to 2-3 years ago when this whole COVID situation happened, right? It's the end of the day, it's if you wouldn't know about COVID, right, and if you wouldn't know that there's a deadly virus happening, right, and if you wouldn't see it in television and word of mouth, question is, would you really know?
No.
It's like a flu which happened. I mean, do you tell your friend, I got sick, I coughed, I have a flu? Yes, you do. But do you warn others, hey, stay away from me because I have the flu and you're gonna get it and make it bigger than it is? I have a feeling that social media is the exact same way. And they're gonna repeatedly show you the things you don't want to see, because they want to plant them in your head.
That's the media.
Yeah.
Media manipulation.
I mean, going back to freedom of speech, they state that You have the right to express yourself. But then it goes against that fact, because if you have an opinion or something on social media, they're gonna be quick to ban it or tell you not to do it.
Oh yeah.
So kind of goes against it. So I don't know. Weird times we live in with all that stuff.
That's the thing. People think social media is free just because we can register for free.
Yeah.
But we're paying for something, that's the thing, freedom of speech or our data. There's no really free stuff in this world. There, something always comes with a price.
Correct. Let's talk about this heat in Florida.
Yo.
So we've been here a good 10 minutes.
So far it's kind of fine right now, but if there's a little bit of sun, we're gonna die.
Yeah, no, I'm not feeling this Florida summers no more. It's been a good few years.
Yeah, I feel like this has been the worst summer so far.
Yeah. 2 months ago we had a major flooding here. A bunch of cars got flooded. Second flood or so the last 2 years.
In South Beach, a little bit of rain, some streets they flood faster than before. Like last year it wasn't like that.
Yeah. Going back to the used car market, Florida, stay away. Don't buy cars second hand.
Oh yeah, especially after the flooding.
Bunch of surprises. I mean, I saw one guy, a famous blogger, bought that yellow McLaren P1 to restore.
Oh, the flooded? Oh yeah, I saw that. What do you think about that? It's possible, I think.
He's gonna fix it, I think.
But it's gonna take a little bit more money than...
Of course, the way it is that people are gonna watch the journey of fixing that, so
yeah,
he loses but he wins at the same time because he gets followers, clicks, people awaken interest. That's something which I think both of us aspire for, is to do content at one point with stuff what we really like, cars.
And that's those kind of people, you think they're doing some stupid shit, but in reality they have something in mind that can help them grow.
Yeah, they're doing exactly what they like. I mean, 2 years ago, if you would have told me we're doing a podcast, I wouldn't have believed you, because you didn't like to interact. You were very quiet, very humble, which you still are, but you took it upon yourself to advance, and you force yourself to do things you don't like. And I think that's the way it should be, because there's going to be progress, and you're not going to stay at the same level. I mean...
Yeah, I think it's the only way to really make progress, like to do something, not
uncomfortable.
Even think about it. Because I used to, before, a couple years ago, I always tell myself I'm gonna wait for the right time to start something, but
there's never the right time.
Yeah, it ended up not happening, and then I feel like the right time is always now.
Yeah, nothing is guaranteed.
Just
next week, you don't know if you're gonna have time or you're gonna be available to do that. You have to proceed.
Just as long as you're aware that anything you do at first is not gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna allow you to push yourself to... I mean, everything you do at first, it's either you're gonna fail or...
It's always gonna be weak. It's gonna be your weakest version.
Mm-hmm.
Probably we're gonna look at this podcast in half a year from now and say this was a horrible podcast. But
without an intro.
No intro, no structure, I guess. But
but that's how we're going to learn. Instead of like going to a meeting and then lining up, this is the structure and shit. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. Then that's how I do my work. That's how I grow. I do it and then make mistakes and then polish, refine, and until everything becomes nearly perfect.
Yeah, you're right.
Everything's going to be perfect.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like speaking of the thing you wanted to talk about, how after COVID you feel like the generation now is softer.
Very soft.
I think it was David Goggins that said it's easier to be great nowadays because people want to be soft compared to like years before.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why it became like that. I guess the thing is comparing, right? If you look back a few years and you see how everything was, you have a motive to compare. What's up, Gabriel? So if you don't know how stuff was in the past, then you would think that that's normal.
Mm-hmm.
So something which is often spoken now on social media is the whole Andrew Tate situation. Andrew Tate, because I come from Germany, but I have Romanian roots, yeah? I used to follow Romanian bloggers and stuff. People used to talk about Andrew Tate years ago before he even got popular.
Oh.
And the guy always was the same. And all of a sudden he became popular and had topics of conversations. But no, you're good. Yeah, by the way, guys, we're filming in a parking lot, so adapting. What was I saying?
Andrew Tate.
Yeah, look, I like the man. I always supported his beliefs. Like any male role, does he do some bullshit which causes negativity? Has he probably done some stupid stuff? Absolutely, we all do. But if you just take his topic of conversation, what he speaks about, I feel like a lot of the things he says make sense.
Yeah.
There's very few times someone debates with him and he's wrong. So you have to give credit to his thought.
Yeah, he's basically telling younger men to act like men, not to be soft.
Thank you.
And people take it, I don't know. Because for me, whenever I watch him, it's it makes sense. But I don't know why a lot of people, in the comments, blah blah blah.
Because I have a feeling that the ones which go against his beliefs are the ones which struggle internally.
Yeah.
And they lack that masculinity. Because the ones who are strong alpha men are gonna support his beliefs, and the ones who aren't are gonna say that he's wrong. So, and that creates friction. That creates people who don't like his content to target and say, Max and Dre talked about supporting Tate's topics. I don't like them. I don't support them. But you see, that's the point of these conversations. It's to appeal to the ones who understand. Because if you don't, then you can watch something else. You can watch Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Beast is not that bad. He makes good content.
He makes good content.
It helps a lot of people.
But I don't know.
It's just for a different audience.
Different audience.
Yeah, I mean, I watch Joe Rogan, David Goggins, Andrew Tate. Who's this other guy?
Nelk Boys. Watch Nelk Boys?
No,
they're pretty good.
Iman, the guy from Saudi.
No, I don't know him.
No, I mean I try to narrow down that's what I said before, my For You page to those people, motivational dogs, cats and shit. Funny videos that you sent.
Hey, we have a bunch of funny videos. Let's talk about cars. Name your 3 favorite cars. Now I'm interviewing you.
Yeah, I mean, I actually put that on the notes. 3 cars. That's achievable.
Achievable,
I mean, yeah,
or
that
not
doesn't
achievable?
matter.
Tell me 3 cars which you enjoy.
I mean, the top 3 cars that I would really like to have in the future is number one, a Porsche GT3 RS.
Yep, not the best looking cars, Porsches, but the best handling, best well-made cars, honestly. Never give you issues, super reliable. But let's be honest, they don't sound the best.
Oh no.
Mid-engine, I don't know, rattling noise. They remind me of those Ducati bikes. Very similar.
And the second one is definitely a Shelby.
Which one?
350. Just for the sound.
Newer ones?
Yeah.
The Voodoo engine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't. The sound is just. Whenever I like other cars and then I hear the Shelby, the exhaust, I don't know, it just sounds so good.
Like our boy Jason used to have.
Yeah. Even if it's like from the factory, it really sounds good.
Yeah.
A third one, a fast SUV.
Like mine?
Yeah. The new one, the one that looks like a coupe, but it's a SUV.
GLC?
Yeah, I think so.
GLC or GLE, I think. GLE 63.
Yeah, because I saw one around South Beach, the big SUV, the Benz. I think he put like a wide body thing, so it looks really aggressive.
Yeah.
What about you?
Hard to narrow it down to three, but...
Oh, definitely a F40.
How did you know?
Yeah, about toy car.
Shit.
Since you were a kid.
First one, F40, yeah. 100% red. With those classic cloth red seats. And then... second one, I would go with the S63 AMG Coupe.
Oh, yeah.
I saw one today. 2015 model, black, all black. Fantastic vehicle. And then our third one, I would just go with a G63.
Oh, the G-Wagon,
Since you kept it with one SUV, I would just say the G63. One thing I've noticed, a cultural difference is back in Eastern Bloc Europe and even Germany, the G63 is considered a gangster car.
Oh, yeah.
And here in the US, all the rich female Boca ladies driving them. So
But
I guess the
it's
image
mostly
is,
from their husbands.
yeah, but the image is very different.
Yeah.
Here driving a G-Wagon is not really a success story.
Even in Saudi, it's the G-Wagons, all black.
Yeah.
That one and the Rolls Royce. It's like a combo. It's always either a squad of like Rolls Royce all black or a squad of like Benz.
Yeah.
Like the mafia.
For weddings and stuff.
Yeah. But it's a really nice car to have. If I were to have just one, that's G63.
Yeah, because I would also use the G63 because it's a family car. It's rugged, it's fast, it's reliable. You have no issues with it, and it's a classic look. You can keep it another 20 years; it'll look the same.
Yeah.
These new cars.
No, I still see like old G-Wagons now, and if you look closely, you would see it's older, but from far, or it's still almost
Yeah, they
the same.
put body kits on it and they changed the interior a little bit, and you wouldn't even tell. Nowadays, you can buy steering wheels like on eBay. Alcantara ones, they look brand new. You wouldn't even know. But I guess they're just much slower because they're the old engines.
But what's the one car that you would never have?
A Prius, 100%. I would rather die than drive a Prius or walk. And I have a feeling that every year some new car pops up, which is always in my way every day. If I go to work or anywhere, if it's not a Prius, now it's a Tesla. So anyone driving a Tesla, please explain to me. You have only one pedal, and it, like someone told me a theory, it's like you decel or something, like the car keeps moving unless you press the brake or something. But I have a feeling Tesla drivers are only with their foot on their brake. Every time I'm late to work, it's a Tesla driver. Like, those things are fast. I've driven one once.
Yeah, definitely.
And I have a feeling that they choose not to drive. I don't know what it is. You've noticed that?
Most, yeah. But some are just driving it like crazy.
Yeah, and those are also bad because they're crazy. I've seen one drunk guy in Hollandale years ago. He was hanging out of the window, a thick plum rich dude, and he accelerated so quick. I think it was those top P90D, whatever they call them.
Oh, the plaid.
No, by the time there was no plaid. It was like just the highest trim.
Yeah.
Fast, and it
Like
took
the
off like a
little bit
roller
lower.
coaster. Yeah.
And wider.
Yeah. So, two extremes, I guess.
What about a Kia Soul?
Where's the soul part of it, making that car? No, but one thing I wanted to say is when that flood, which we're talking about, happened a couple months back, there was a guy in a Tesla, a genius, drove through the water, which was like over the bumper already, and I hope this doesn't get cut out or I get a call by Elon Musk, but the electricity started going crazy on it in the vehicle, and the car just took off, and he hit the garbage trailer.
Ooh.
Yeah, on the left side of the building.
On its own?
What?
Like the guy lost control.
He lost control totally.
The electricity just.
Right. I think it's electricity based, but it could be that the guy also panicked. So I don't know. I wasn't in the vehicle, but from what it seemed like, because the light started flickering. So in my head, I think something went wrong. He hit the garbage trailer. He had 2 kids in the car, and one of my neighbors went out the vehicle and pulled his kids out.
Ooh.
And the car was fine. It didn't have much damage, but I guess that was just what I witnessed. Or if you look at Top Gear, when Hammond crashes that super fast electric vehicle and starts burning in Switzerland. Did you see that series?
No.
He crashed one of those hyper electric cars. It was burning for 24 or 48 hours. Because that lithium battery, once it starts burning, you like can't get it to stop. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, that's something a lot of people don't talk about, is those lithium batteries and everything. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, I feel like competitors have better electric cars than Tesla nowadays.
They have what?
Have better electric cars, like the Porsche, the Benz, even
Yeah.
the Hyundai.
Yeah, but the thing is, the price difference is huge.
Because I see a lot of reviews at Tesla, especially the interior.
Right.
The cheap plastic.
Yeah. No, you're good though, because we'll cut it off. A little podcast. Yeah. So, what was I saying?
Let me see what else did I put. I'm gonna cut this out. Yeah, what are we talking about? Oh, the electric cars.
Yeah.
More cars.
What other cars?
I don't know. Oh, by the way, this car is for sale.
Yeah. Yeah, my car is for sale, so I can buy my S63 coupe.
What else?
What else you have prepped for me, Dre?
What do you think about Messi going to Miami? I mean, I don't watch soccer.
Honestly, I am not very fond of it. I know for Spanish culture it's a big win. I know Argentinians, there's a lot of Argentinians in Miami. I don't know, it will sound crazy, but I've never been a Messi fan. Obviously he's a fantastic player. Just never had the appeal towards him. I don't know, that humbleness and that quiet demeanor, and you know, his presence, and never appealed to me. The other day, I saw people doing interviews with him. He didn't want to speak English, things like that. I don't know. It's just, I believe every high developed athlete at that range should be like a professional salesperson per se.
Yeah.
You know, you should speak the native language. It's an international language. If you look at it as a comparison, because they like to compare Cristiano Ronaldo all the time, he didn't speak no English, but he started practicing. And if you look at his progress in interviews from years back, he can have a fluent interview now in English. And that goes back to the fact that in a career choice, you have to appeal towards what your job is.
Mm-hmm.
So he chose Miami most likely because everyone speaks Spanish here. It fits his it fits his demeanor. I know he had a residence at the Porsche Towers years back when I used to work there. So he's been traveling to Miami long before this contract with Beckham. But for him, I think his choice of coming to Miami was to have freedom, not get harassed like he would get in Europe.
Oh.
To be in a good Argentinian culture. Yeah, because everyone, he can't go to no dinner in Europe.
Okay.
And here, football, soccer is not as developed yet. So I feel like his choice was perfect for him. But I don't know, I still feel like he's in his peak of his career. I wouldn't have chosen to come to the MLS yet. MLS is known for retired European athletes to come.
Yeah, there's probably some offer in the back end that we don't know.
Yeah, but then same thing with Ronaldo. I wouldn't have done that either. Go to Saudi Arabian League. I'm sorry, that doesn't appeal to me either. The first few months Ronaldo was there, he had to accept criticism from fans, from all those rich sheikhs. Like at his title, at his rank, who he is in the world of soccer, to get insulted by some people, like I wouldn't have done that either.
Mm-hmm.
But look, if you look back of the time when Zlatan Ibrahimovic was here at the MLS, he was a fantastic example, and he came in with such a cocky, amazing attitude, which for me, that speaks my language. I love it. I saw they keep talking about it on social media that one of the, I don't know if you know, football players or basketball players, someone sent him a jersey. Do you know that story?
No.
They sent a jersey to Zlatan, and instead of keeping it, he signed the jersey and sent it back to the athlete. For me, that's entertaining. I don't know. I like Zlatan a lot.
I haven't heard of that story.
Yeah, it's funny.
I don't follow football that much.
I used to.
Filipinos, we're not much of a American football, and the soccer, we're not.
Yeah, you got Pacquiao. That's what all you need.
Basketball. That's
it.
No, speak like even Manny learned English, even if he's speaking.
That's what I'm saying. So for me, I don't know. As an athlete, I believe that you should do that. If you go back to MMA, look at Khabib.
Oh.
From Dagestan. Look at Islam Makhachev from Dagestan.
And it has helped them a lot too.
Absolutely.
I feel like if they don't speak English until now, I don't know what they're doing.
We're both foreigners and we speak this language. We're gonna make grammatical errors, but if you don't try and if you don't acclimate, you don't adapt, then I feel that's the wrong mentality. But who knows? It's early to speak. I hope he's gonna, embrace the culture and progress. But either way, it's a fantastic move from Beckham.
Oh yeah.
It's a crazy signing, and he must feel so proud. And Inter Miami hasn't been doing good, but it's a rough beginning. But look at them now; they're striving, and that goes back to the point of signing the right people. Doing the right job is always going to lead you to the right way. So it's very positive. And also positive for MLS, for the whole league. I know Messi now. He did a change of the pitches he plays in. He doesn't want to play on artificial grass, which I agree with him. An athlete on his caliber should not play on artificial grass. I mean, nowhere in Europe do they play on artificial glass. So
I didn't know that.
yeah, it's cool. And now they're gonna start, embracing that, because if you look at MLS, there's a lot of fields which are American football fields, and they put soccer goals there. That just proves that soccer is a secondary sport, so with changes like that, they're gonna embrace new things, they're gonna advance. I think that's pretty good.
What else is trending? Oh, have you seen those TikTok NPCs?
What is that?
The one that goes on live?
No.
No? Because it's hard to explain when you haven't seen it. Like, they go on live and just act weird. People can send gifts and they can cash it out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I had one genius friend of mine who said that, I got charged several $100s on TikTok, and I don't know how. And I asked him, do you send those little gifts and things? So yeah, a lot.
Oh my god.
I said, man, how do you not know you get charged for that?
$700.
It's just, yeah. But
yeah, I mean, you have to press a lot of shit to be able to accumulate to $700.
no, not 700. Just like, he didn't tell me the amount, which he just told me a lot of money he spent.
Yeah, but
which I thought made no sense.
I haven't even spent $1 like gifting someone on an influencer or something.
Are you only child?
Yeah.
There you go, me too.
I mean, I've donated to, like, whenever I see stories, animals need help, medical bills. I mean, I donated sometimes, but for people, influencers going live, I don't think.
That's that only child syndrome, man. I have it also sometimes, like sharing,
And for animals, I don't care how much,
Everyone has their weak spot, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, when I go home this October in the Philippines, I'm going to like a shelter, bring food and for the staff and for the animals.
Yeah, you see, I can't go to shelters like that because I'm going to take all those dogs with me. Yeah.
I feel like most people, when they say when they win the lottery, that's what they're going to do.
But they end up not doing that. They start buying F40s. Yeah.
Like a big land farm.
You're going to buy one street dog and 5 to 20 cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is trending these days. Not much.
Nothing, man. Just inflation, high gas prices, TikTok boxers now.
Yeah, Jake Paul.
I mean, that's a good topic, Jake Paul. Okay, so Nate Diaz now, he had his fight recently, super entertaining. Boxing was a dying breed. It was becoming a bit boring to watch. I mean, I boxed a lot of years. I agree with the things Jake Paul has been doing, because people want to see provocation. They want to see stuff which pisses them off. And him fighting all these retired MMA fighters, it pisses off everyone, but everyone wants to see it. So it's a smart way of marketing.
Yeah.
But what I was saying the other day is that I read an article that Nate Diaz made like $20 million off of that last fight, which is, they quote, it's as much as his entire career in MMA. I don't think that's true, but
that's
even
still
if it's close,
a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, and but what I'm saying is that if he wasn't popular in UFC, he wouldn't have made that money for the boxing match. So there's no losing in this.
I mean, people can hate as much as they want, but technically, the Paul brothers, they are athletes.
Yeah.
They have skills.
Yeah.
They used to be wrestlers when in high school.
Yeah, one of them went into that fake wrestling stuff. What is it called?
WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one is just an amateur boxer with fighting retired guys.
Yeah, but those two, I watched them before, like 5 years ago. Before they did some really stupid shit.
Yeah, a lot of dumb stuff.
But they know how to make money.
Exactly.
Like how to generate profit from what they're doing.
You can never hate on that.
The videos and shit.
They're entertainers.
Yeah.
I agree.
Jake Paul used to have a house and help people migrate from other countries, and like a house of. He started the thing with the house with influencers.
Yeah.
Like he gets a percentage from the influencers' earnings. So that's smart.
Yeah, I mean, he used to do this before this word even existed, influencer. Because nowadays this is like it's like a word like entrepreneur. This never existed before. If you would tell your parents, hey, I become a influencer, I just picture my mom's face. She would beat my ass. Or entrepreneur, like. But now, because of them, it's a new niche.
Yeah.
This is what's making this is why we're also doing a podcast. Let's be honest. I mean, you do a nice podcast not only to interact, but you want to be out there. You want to have some kind of fame per se, some kind of people, acknowledging your beliefs. So a lot of things we hate, we try to mimic for our own success.
Yeah, because now I believe like we have the resources to be successful in this generation compared to before.
You just have to take action like you're doing, because a lot of people have beliefs, they have ideas, but they never get to share it with anyone because of those fears of speaking in front of a camera, of what if someone doesn't like something I said. There's a lot of thoughts, but you have to take action and just do it.
Because we're not super really rich now, but
not at all.
But no, but
we have really bad habits.
But what I'm saying is
spending habits.
No, what I'm saying is that this generation, we have access to a lot of information that we can get to how to make money, how to generate income from what you love doing. Just go to the internet, and you don't get that before, like 90s, 80s.
No, I remember we used to hustle and just try to make money off of anything. I remember school would start, we would sell booklets and pencil cases and all this little BS, erasers. So annoying, trying to sell to some other kid, hey man, you want some pens? But it kept you entertained, and you would make some pocket change money, get excited over it. We would buy some soda, some sunflower seeds, and just be happy. And now we make a bunch of money in our jobs and doing things, but we kind of go back to the roots of just thinking of what really makes you happy, just like chilling now outside on these chairs. Sometimes people forget what's really important.
Yeah.
You saw how many people acted surprised when we're sitting here interacting, because they're just used to watching TV and not being outside and just doing the usual. So this is weird to them. This is normal to us.
Yeah. And I think this is the first time you're showing your face.
Me, yeah. I'm not the best looking guy.
The Orange Fury.
Yeah. I mean, look, if Hasbullah can become famous, I should show my face.
Yo, I love that guy so much.
It's funny.
How old is he? 20 something? Not
I
yet.
think so. He's also big into cars. I saw him post the other day about his he loves his Ladas. You know those Ladas? Traditional USSR vehicles. Boxy looking. Pretty cool. Yeah, he does a lot of vlogs about them.
The good thing about Hasbullah is he's surrounded by good people
Yeah,
that
it
helps him, you know.
goes back to his Muslim culture. They're all brothers. They support each other. Yeah, especially in that area, they're all into sports, brotherhood. You know, achieving to have cool things like that. Yeah, I'm happy that he became popular and that people like to watch him because he's very entertaining.
Yeah, he is. And he doesn't go against his values too. Like,
Exactly.
if he doesn't want it, like, he's not gonna.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what I love about their culture.
They're very firm on their beliefs. Yeah.
Next time Remus is gonna be here.
Yeah. What else, Dre?
I don't know. 52 minutes.
I think we should wrap it up.
Wow. So yeah, that's episode 1.
Episode 1 with Sexy Boy.